Welcome back, guys. New addition to the shop here. I guess you can see it's a new set of drawers here. Direct to me from England. They were, actually it's funny, I was watching the Knackler's workshop video. In the background he had these drawers and contacted him. They happened to have them just by luck local here at a place called the Container Store, and I think they're just like a one-time purchase, so when they're gone, they're gone. So $100 a piece, fantastic. Moved a lot of stuff around in the shop. This video I've been putting off for quite a while because it's a lot of work to do. So I'm going to show you some engraving tools from Banggood. I'll put a link in the description to them. I'll take you from FreeCAD, how to create text, how to create your code from it for engraving. I'll show you engraving on the 3018 in wood, and I'll show you these tools engraving in aluminum, which the 3018 should not be able to do. So I hope this helps somebody out. See you next time. Thought I'd get the camera really close for this so you guys can get a good look at these. Saw Ox Tools, Tom Lipton. Where did all this junk come from in the label already? Used these pointed engraving tools to engrave his logo and some stuff. And I thought that was probably a pretty good idea. So I went on Banggood, and here they are. Pretty fine. Those labels I had to make myself that you saw on the other side, but $37. I'll put a link in the description. They are Carbide, and they are well worth it. I've learned over the years, Carbide's the way to go, because if you're doing a job, high-speed steel wears out, you're stuck until you can get a new cutter, end mill, whatever it is. So, and especially with something this small, if you're going to do engraving in metal, you'd better have Carbide. So, there they are. That's the sizes. Turn it over. I don't know which way the camera is. Everything's always upside down. But you'll see engraving aluminum, and I wanted to be close up so you can actually see this thing. This is what I engraved at the very end, and you can see it pretty close up, different angles. So yeah, it will do aluminum. This was tough because I calipered this side to this side, and this side's like 9 thousandths higher than this side, so you got to really have a nice, you know, the table has to be perfect as far as being level to the tool, and your material has to be well clamped big time, because I'm sure there's a lot of force doing this, and you have to have a really flat part to do it, but kind of lucked out with it. So I guess that's on with the video, huh? Okay, hopefully this is kind of clear. The fan started dying on my other laptop, and space bar on the keyboard's been broken forever, so I had no choice to get a new laptop. $1,600 later, and I've got Windows 10. Yuck. Took me days and days to reinstall all the programs and reconfigure them and get 10 to work the way it's supposed to. And another additional thing, I've already had an email. Somebody upgraded something, and now their laser on the 3018 no longer functions. So, golden rule as an IT administrator, never ever do updates, never do upgrades. You'll pay for it. I tell you, how many customers had to pay me to come out and figure out what update broke their computer. Okay, so FreeCAD, oh look at this, the icon changed too. How nice. Already, you know, this is what it's supposed to look like down here, and now this is what it looks like. FreeCAD to do text. Okay, top left here, new job, create body. Perfect. Go over to model, and there's my body, blank sheet. First thing I want to do is create a sketch. Oh yeah, you can grab, there's little dots here, you can grab those and move everything over to the left side. Nobody shows you that, so that's how I have all this on the left. Okay, so sketch XY plane, and it's still yet, you'll see a bug in this, I don't know if it's a bug, but in this grid, these are 1/10 inch. So down here on the left, 2 points. I just want to go here and to some point here. Right click. Now select the corner and I want to lock the dimensions. I did select the corner. Oh, because I've got that. That was selected along with the corner. So now lock it and the material. Hello, click on something here. That's different. I used to be able to click here. I got to do this one first, then I can do this one. Yeah, this is the new FreeCAD. This is 0.18. I should have stayed with the old one, but oh well. So the material that's I'm going to be engraving is 1.5 inches tall. Okay, and shrink it down with the mouse wheel. Now I can select this one, and it's 4 inches long. Okay, done. All right, so I got my material. Close. Next thing I want to do, mouse wheel, both mouse buttons to move it around. I want to pad it. All right, so I don't select anything here, just say pad. 0.5 inches, doesn't really matter what the thickness is because I'm playing on the surface. Again, I said this in other videos, make sure you check reversed. Otherwise, your text will be on the bottom of this thing here. There's the padding. The text will be on the bottom. You want it to be on the top. Okay, so I've got it padded. I can go to top down. Another interesting thing, too, that you have to go through, edit, preferences. Here's all the preferences. Not really. You have to go through them. If you go into where is it? I think it's draft. Now you do edit, preferences. Draft shows up. Cancel, edit, table, where is it? Path. Edit, preferences. Now you have draft and path. I don't know why they don't show everything right off the bat, but they don't. Many people in the past have not realized this. You have to get to path to get to the post processor here on the bottom to select Gerbil, because the 3018 wants GRBL. Okay, so where was I? I've got my piece of material. I've got it padded. I want to do text, so I need to go into draft. And there's my tools that I dragged from the top over here. Select the S for text. And it wants to know where to put it, and I'll just click kind of like right there. You can see the dimensions. The text I want to do is TMMS, the mini machine shop. Why not? Height. I still have yet to figure out the height. The old one, you'll see here, I'm just entering in 0.2. In the text file, again, you need stick fonts. So I have, great, desktop, work fonts. You can go to Google and type in stick fonts, TTF, True Type fonts, and you'll find a few of them out there. I wish there were more. But that's there, and if I do this, oh, it's not there. Okay, .2, okay, and it's not there. Wonderful. Why did it not show up? Okay, I did something wrong. Because I think I have to edit the placement. What in the world? Why is it Z way down there? 0.001, there it is on top. I don't know why that all of a sudden went crazy like that. So apply, okay. So now my text is 1/10 inch on the top. And again, with any of these things, you can come in and you can click on it and you can edit anything that you want in there to change something. Padding you can change, all those. So alright, so I got my text string here, and it's 1/1000th of an inch off the surface so I can see it. So now I want to go into, where is it, path, and I create a new job, and I want to do detect shape string. Okay, and here's all this good stuff. This Z is showing this is showing extra material, 40/1000ths on the side. I think you can see it, right? No, not really, but it's there. Move this, go top down so it's straight. You can see because of the reverse, the tool is on the top, the text is on the top. So, okay, and there's the job, and I want to create a tool here. I haven't yet entered in a lot of tools. If your tool is not the right one for doing engraving, you won't get what do you call it? What's coming up, which is the the arrows and the movements and stuff. It will show nothing's happening. So here's the tool. I got an end mill and I want a horizontal feed. Come on, get in there. 10 and 10, and spindle speed is still yet to figure out what it is, so I just put in 1/1000 for cranking it. Now, so, okay, I've got all that done. Now it's time to engrave the text, right? Yeah, so this is the engrave right here. Pull down, you just say engrave. Depths, discard all this stuff. Discard, discard, discard. Start depth, I'm starting 1/1000th above the surface. I'm going to go down 4/1000ths, I guess, 0.04. And I want to go down 1/1000th at a time, apply. And so there's the motions here. You can kind of see it. It comes up off the surface to the safe height, moves over, goes down, and then it starts to engrave it. So if I say, yeah, because I can come back and change any of this. If I want to see what it's doing, oh, that's just a check. This is it, simulate right here. Take the speed way down, pivot this a little more so I can see what's going on, and play. And I don't see, and there it is, it's moving in there. You can't really see it too well. Stop it. Make the speed way down, play. So the tool's moving over, where is it? There it is. I guess I'm gonna change the angle. Yeah, you can see it quickly moving here, and it should go 4 times. And then it's gonna do the other part of the T. That must be the 4th. Yep, lifts up, comes down, and now it does the first on the T. Okay. So, 4 times because I'm starting 1/1000th above and I'm going down 4. Oh, so actually it's 5 times. All right, so that's the job right there. It's all created and ready to go. So I can say here, generate the code, and I want to do it engrave, ERAVE.NC, because that's what the other program, what Universal Gcode Center wants. And I want to save it to the desktop. Where is it? Yeah, that's the desktop. Save. And there's the code. And I say OK. So now I can load the code up in the Universal Gcode Center. Update for shortcut. That's it. I gotta rename that thing. Ready to go. Let's go over to the 3018 and set it up. Not sure how well this is gonna work. First rule, always make sure your material is well clamped down. Second rule, try it on wood before you do metal. Third rule, as you can see, I've milled into this table a number of times. Always use wrenches to make sure that collet is tight. because it slips, and the motor too. I've had the motor slide on me. This is the 0.5 millimeter guy. And Universal Gcode sender's up and running. It's connected to the machine, the 3018. The file is open and on the screen. And remember, from FreeCAD, you're going to start your work on the corner. Is that tight? Yeah. So I manually just jog over to some spot, and then I will, where's a piece of paper? I manually, rather than doing the Z jog, I'll just manually take it down. There, that's right on it. Eesh. Alright, so that should be there. Alright, take the mic off because I gotta go over to the machine and run it. Yeah, I was afraid of that. The material probably isn't that level. I should have zeroed it over there. Yeah. Alright, let me stop it and zero it better. Oh, it lifted up. Bummer. Stop it, lower it down some. Is that even on the material? Where is that? Wow. I think this stuff is really crooked. How do you get your finger in there? Up. Where's that paper again? I can't see where it is. Yeah, that was a mile up, that's why. Yeah, the wood's really crooked. Which way? Which way? There, that way. Okay, so I gotta set that for 0. Alright, it thinks that's 0. Alright. So I guess go. Yeah. Yeah, there it goes. Alright. A little bit better. Be interesting to see what the actual dimensions are, since FreeCAD I set it for 0.2. Not sure how well everybody can see that. That looks pretty darn good. So this is a really good tool, or end mills from Banggood, if you wanted to do wood. Wow, nice. See how uneven the wood is there, huh? This is what, second pass. The first pass on that. That was weird how FreeCAD generates the code. Third pass on that piece. Probably drop down. What's the Z is at -1000, so pretty crisp, pretty nice. Definitely does wood. And with this kind of wood too, usually an end mill leaves all kinds of burrs all over the edge, tears the wood up. This is really nice. See if I can zoom in any for you guys. Yeah, there. Nice. Pretty nice job. Move it over further. Alright. So I can use the laser to engrave text, or I can use this end mill. And this is the 0.5, so this is basically 20,000 tick. The next M. That's pretty darn nice. Especially without the burrs all over it. Quiet too. Not really much chatter or movement of the Z assembly. And just put the mic back on here. It's going to be a kick to watch the S. Let's see, Z is at 2000s. Mic is all crooked here. I think it's at 3. I can't tell in the distance on the computer screen. Now I gotta find a nice flat piece of aluminum to do the engraving, because if it's crooked by even a few thousandths, it's gonna be a mess. Alright, should be coming up with the S now any second. There it is, up and over. Hot stuff, huh? Strange looking X, but that S, that's that stick font though. Alright, well, I guess I'll just stop this, break it loose, and let you guys see. So let me take the mic off. Alright, put the mic back on for what it's worth. Undo this. Eesh. Yeah, this definitely was nice and tight. So there it is. Whoops. Aluminum's pretty tough because the surface isn't really super flat. Yeah, you can see now it's just barely touched. It's not even now it finally touched. So you got to have a really perfect, to do this. Yeah, it touches and then doesn't touch it, but it's gonna do. This is a great tool for engraving on aluminum. Let me try to get in closer so you can see it. Your table has to be perfect. This is where you need that touch probe so it maps out everything. So yeah, if it digs in too far, you're going to get too much Z assembly vibration, but that T looks really good, and this is looking pretty good too here. Losing focus. Yeah, this is looking pretty darn good. Wish you would stay in focus. Probably zoom out a little bit. No, the other way. In there. So yeah, great tool for also doing aluminum. Look at that, huh? Alright, it's chattering a lot and vibrating all over the place, but let me stop this thing and then lift it up so you can see. Alright, loosen it up here. Not loose, no, still tight. Alright, got it out, blow it off. So there it is, folks. That's not too bad, really. That's pretty darn good. Alright, so hope it helps somebody. Thought I'd just come back and mention this, bring the camera up a little bit more there. remember, the cutter is going to be, the whole job is going to start on the surface at the corner of the work. That's your datum. So this is why you really don't need limit switches on the 3018. But all of this, you can see it's going to come up to a safe height, come over, come down, and then start doing the job, which is in this engrave here. Depths, you saw me set the depths on it, but these are the heights right here, safe height. It's going to come up to 120 thousandths, and then it's going to move over, and clearance height and all that sort of good stuff. So that's what that's all about. Cancel that out and then lower this. This is the Universal Gcode Center. I'm running version 2, a nightly build, September 9th, 2018. I've had a lot of people, email me. They're using different programs for running it and telling me all kinds of bugs and things like that. So this is basically, I like this guy, and everybody that switched to it's happy with it. But basically, here's the jog controls, and you just manually jog. You can set the step size, the Z step size, and feed rates and stuff. And I just manually jog, visually looking at the 3018 till I'm kind of where I want it to be on the corner. And then I jog down till it's close, and then you saw I just manually turn the lead screw until it's on the surface. So, and to do that aluminum one, since the surface is really bad and crooked, I actually jogged, what did I do? I jogged to this point. You can set your zeros here, and then I told it to go, and when it moved over to where it was going to start cutting and came down to the beginning height, I stopped it. I just hit stop, and then I manually took it down until it was just touching the surface, and then I set Z to 0, saying that's 0, and then you hit return, not reset, return to 0, and it'll come up to a safe height, move over to your XY0 that you set, and then come down to 0. And then I said go, and actually started working. Actually, no, I did touch the surface, and then I just said go, because it already knew it did this up, over, and down, and it was just about to start engraving the text. So I just hit play from there, and it just took off. It didn't have to move or anything, just started going down from there. So this guy's pretty cool. I don't think there's much else I can say about it, but I just wanted to come back and talk about that.